Hello, this is WARRIC back with another Friday the 13th Virtual Cabin 1.0 video. Will be my last video in the series, and I'm going to be playing the interviews with Randy Greenback and others from Ilphonic and Gun Media, and let you listen to how they developed the game Friday the 13th. So let's get into it. Let's get to the radio. Okay, we're in the virtual cabin again, and let's get over to the radio. I'm just going to play the entire little talks with the interviews on the radio of Good Media and Ilphonic. Let's press play. Enjoy.
You're tuned. You're all tuned.
Or maybe you're not. Or maybe you are. But probably not. Hey, my name is Randy Greenback from Gun Media. I'm the executive director of Friday the 13th, the game. On behalf of everyone at Gun Media, Ilphonic, Crystal Lake Entertainment, our horror legends, of course, Kane Hodder, Tom Savini, Harry Manfredini, Sean Cunningham, and Horror Inc., I'd like to welcome you to the digital Camp Crystal Lake Cabin Retreat and interactive Dev Diary. Damn, that was a mouthful. So, make yourself at home. Wander around. You've already found the radio, right? Just continue checking out the rest of the cabin. Look around while you listen to this, and I'll tell you a little bit about how this all started. But first, let me tell you what this is all about. So this cabin that you're in right now is basically a museum for the game. You're also going to see it come to life over the next few months. You're going to see it expand. You're going to see new content added as the game itself grows and gets bigger. So be ready. We're going to add more rooms, and in those rooms there'll be things like Jason or many Jasons. We'll have a counselor room for you to check out all the latest and greatest counselors that our art team is going to be building. Then, also, you'll be able to check out the weapons in the game, see all the tools that Jason will use, and counselors might use against Jason, but mainly Jason's going to use them to murder all the teens at Camp Crystal Lake. Later on, we'll add things like another room called the Conservatory, where you'll be able to see all the stuff that comprises the forest and the environment outside of the cabins at Camp Crystal Lake. We're pretty much inviting you behind the scenes, and we want you to do that in the best way possible in the game, right? In the game engine. So we're actually using the Unreal Engine, UE4, for this as well as the game. So you're getting a taste of what the graphical quality of the game is going to be right now by looking around the cabin. And we're going to show you new things all the time. So check back, boot it up once you've listened to all the songs on the radio and all of the behind the scenes tracks. Take some time, check things out. You can zoom in on any of the objects in the environment, just get up close to them, and see the detail that all of the artists at Ilphonic are putting into the game. It's quite amazing. We feel like we're hitting and nailing the look of the movies in the game right now. So you be the judge. Let us know what you think. Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, post messages, let us know your thoughts and how we can make this better. This is all an experiment for us, right? So we don't know of anybody that's done this before. We're putting this out to let you, the fans of the movies and the game, kind of check everything out and see it all come together. That's the goal anyways. And that went down back in October of 2015. So we ran that for about a month, but some of you have been down and been following our progress and our developments back when we were called Summer Camp. And when we announced the game back in 2014, also in October, near Halloween. But there are also some new backers here and new people here that are checking out the preview cabin for Friday the 13th, the game, right here, right now. So for all of you that may not know, this game, Friday the 13th, was not always called Friday the 13th. It was a game called Slasher Volume 1 Summer Camp. And we had actually, at Gun Media, enlisted, Harry Manfredini, Tom Savini, and Kane Hodder to work with us on that title as well. And it was very similar to what we're building right now. Very, very similar. All the core gameplay, in fact, is pretty much exactly the same. So when we announced that game, we just put it out there. We had a trailer for Summer Camp, and all of a sudden, IGN picked it up, and tons of other websites started picking it up, and they were all interested in the fact that we were making a slasher game, a multiplayer slasher game. So word got out, and apparently Sean Cunningham, it caught his eye. So he reached out to Wes Keltner at Gun Media, co-creator of the game, and well, the rest is history. Basically, he offered us the opportunity, and trust us, we know it's a huge opportunity to work with this license, to work with Friday the 13th. It's a huge franchise. There's tons of movies, tons of lore, huge number of fans, amazing, amazing horror fans. So we're all fans at Gun Media and Elphonic of horror and horror films in general, especially from the 80s, and especially slasher films. So to be able to work with the actual king of all the slashers from the 80s, Jason Voorhees, and finally make a game worthy of his name. So that's what we're here doing right now. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with us, whether you started it back when it was called Summer Camp, or whether you just started at the Kickstarter, or you're picking it up right now because you heard about our gameplay reveal at E3 perhaps this year. Whatever the case, thank you so much, all of you, all of our backers, everyone that is interested in this franchise, everyone that is interested and has taken the dive to check out the preview of the cabin for Friday the 13th, the game. Thank you all, and remember.
Okay, that was Randy Greenback. We're moving on to the next person. Phonic, a developer track.
All right, kind of get my radio voice on here, coming through the radio, the old 80s radio. Anyways, welcome to the Friday the 13th virtual cabin. My name is Chuck Brungart. I'm president of Elphonic. We're the development team working with Gun Media to help develop Friday the 13th, the game. Anyways, we've been really excited. It's been really kind of an awesome past couple of months. We were getting ready for E3, had a lot of cool stuff we were doing at E3, show and press the game. We released also the gameplay trailer as well. And yeah, it was just a good process leading up to that. A lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of late hours, and the team's been working real hard, just kind of getting everything going, working. And really what we did is probably about, a month or so before E3, we started getting back a lot of the data from motion capture from Digital Domain. So you guys kind of saw those videos if you've been keeping up with some of the video blogs that we've been doing, or even just some of the talks at PAX. We showed kind of behind the scenes, showing Kane doing all the stunts and everything like that. And Digital Domain would basically go through their process, get all the data that we shot, and then we would request certain takes that we really liked, and then they would solve that data to basically our skeleton and provide us with the raw motion capture data that then we go through and clean up and turn them into cycles and everything like that. So really we've been spending a lot of time working on the locomotion, making sure that starts and stops happen. So when Jason starts walking, or when the counselors start walking, there's some sort of ramp up that puts them into a walking state, so it gives it a little bit of weight. And then when you let go of the controller or the keyboard, there's a bit of a ramp down where they kind of shift their momentum into more of a stopping position. So that stuff's really important. There's a bunch of tech that went into that. There's no easy way to do that really out of the box, so we had to build all those systems ourselves, and also use some of the cool new animation features that Unreal released in kind of 4.11 and 4.12 now is what we're currently on, but at the time it was pretty much just locked in with 4.11. So yeah, so we just put a lot of time into getting that tech to work, working on combat, working on all the different abilities that Jason has, and getting all the counselors dialed in as well, getting their mechanics going, and And yeah, so really it was just getting all that stuff in, focusing really on just getting the code and the animations to come together. Art's been coming together pretty well. Our artists were actually ahead of schedule in certain areas, so there was some good art that rolled in as well, and we been working with a couple external partners on art as well, and they've been providing us with certain prop assets and dial them all in for E3 and everything. So it's just been a really cool process to kind of watch everything coming together. Yeah, and so really over the next probably few weeks here, we've been working on getting the virtual cabin out to you guys. Also been working real hard on the main game. So we want to start getting to that point where we're locking everything down, starting to tighten things up, try to get most of the remaining features for the multiplayer part wrapped up, and just kind of moving forward on that. So there's a lot of bugs that we have to fix. There was, obviously the video wasn't perfect. There was a lot of bugs and flaws that we saw in it that now we kind of get to come back and get to fix. So we're in a good state. We get to fix that. And really it's just kind of hammering playtest here, getting together with the rest of the guys here, the team, and just kind of knocking out different tests and iterate and feedback. So yeah, so kind of that fun part. I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot more to come here over the next month or so. We hope to have some more update videos real soon for you guys. Also check out the website and everything like that. All of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, where we pump all that out, and you can keep up with that. And then also we'll be launching and rolling a bunch more stuff out in the virtual cabin here soon, as quick as we can, and kind of keep doing some radio blogs, and hopefully soon we get that TV working over there in the corner. So I think everyone's gonna really like that when that comes online. We'll have some cool content kind of coming through the cabin, so definitely tell your friends, check out the cabin, walk around, enjoy it, and yeah, watch out for Jason.
Okay, people, that was the virtual cabin. That was the developers from Gun Media and Ilphonic. Hope you've enjoyed this little look at the virtual cabin. I had a full walkthrough on YouTube already, and the ending is on there as well. And I thought you would like to hear from some of the developers from Ilphonic and Gun Media. This has been the virtual cabin 1.0. It still looks amazing, as I can see looking around. You will see Jason occasionally walk by. There he is, the man himself, on cue. Jason Voorhees walking by. There he is, walking by again. Right, this has been WARRIC for the virtual cabin 1.0, the Friday the 13th Museum. So until the next video, it's bye bye, and I hope you enjoyed it.